Hey guys, white background Jinjo here. I'm just here to tell you that to kick back and relax. This video is for meta discussion. So we're just going to be talking about various points of the game. We're also going to adjust the tier list a little bit based on our thoughts at the moment. And then part 2 is going to be the full-on tier list with the new characters. So stay tuned for that. It might be a little controversial. We'll have to see. Hey guys, it's your salty boy Jinjo at it again with another video. Today we are doing meta talks, and I have a special guest here.
Godzilla Gaming. Hello.
Woohoo! So we're just going to talk about like the state of the game, our experience with it, and what we think of the current meta. So I guess I'll start first. I would just want to talk about my general experience with like metas and games kind of shifting through time. I mostly have that with Smash Bros. Melee's been out for 20 years and it's still moving around. It's actually a balanced game for what it is, but also its sequels have destroyed themselves by being so unbalanced. Like Meta Knight came out, Bayonetta came out and destroyed Smash 4. You just gotta be really careful with these games and what you release and what characters, because it could drive people away. So Rio, and I heard in the past Kumo Augment might have done that with a lot of people. So that's my experience. What about you, Burning?
I played this game since launch, so there's a lot to talk about. The meta in this game has constantly been shifting. Every season, something new. The meta either changed to a long range, like short range. It kind of changes, but overall, it's been like pretty diverse, kind of in a way. And you were right with the Kumo meta. A lot of people were annoyed by it because for 3 cost, you could summon a unit that hits multiple units and stuns really quickly. And then people just got really annoyed. Toho had to nerf it, and then for a while the meta was just, it was alright. And then it kind of shifted at the end of like 2023 when -1 came out. That's when it kind of went downhill again, because Shinden's, the defense meta started to rise, and then the chibis, and now we have another sniper meta with Rio, Tokyo, Final Wars, and then we have the Mothra egg, which is really annoying, and Spammera, which kind of just shifts like the tone of this game down.
Yeah, it's just all about spam with that. And yeah, I started around the -1 era, and I remember when Fukuoka came out shortly after, I was like, this guy's so OP, he walks so slow, and I'm like, in my head I was like, movement speed is huge. If you're a slow guy, you can build a push around him. But then, like, you know, Earth and Fukuoka kind of fell out of the meta. Chibi's, it seems like whenever there's a super OP guy, it's usually a slow walker. Like, you can build a push around him, like Earth. Chibis were 8 months of starting games with them. Well, now we have these slow, bulky snipers. Like, Tokyo Alt's almost got the same HP as G54 Alt. He has almost 6,000 HP at max without cards.
When Tokyo Alt was released, his stats were already high, so the range increase he got was just not needed.
Not at all. Scar King got, his HP wasn't buffed or anything, but it's just, there's too much range on these characters. It's just either, back then it was just overbuffed stats. Now we have, well, I guess it's still overbuffed stats, but now it's range that's really getting buffed. Back then I didn't see much things above 80. Now it's like tons of things are above 80, you know?
Because back then, if a unit had above 70 reach, it was deemed meta, because G89 used to be like the top leader, but nowadays 70 reach is the basic minimum.
It is, it's really, and I guess we can go off topic a little bit, or somewhere else, but a GMK buff was very disappointing to me. Like, he's still fun to play because he's rented level 25 for me, but like without that, his HP is, it's alright now, it's good. His attack's really good, but 69 range just doesn't cut it anymore. Like,
yeah, and well, the buff was really nice. It's just not good enough to compete with the meta now.
Yeah, especially like, what was it, Dagon? I think it's Bagon. He's just a way better version. Like
Yeah, Bagon, he's crazy now.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. Like, I have him up in the upper S, and honestly, if I'm going to do some changes early on in the video, I think Evolved is still really good. And I did see a comment in Lianne's last stream. He's like, my Evolve's level 17 and he has similar stats to your Earth. He has more attack. And I'm like, it's so stupid. But I'm probably gonna put him
Yeah.
down like. Mm,
Yeah, because evolved, he does have 70 reach, but he is susceptible to stuns and spammer and stuff.
yeah, and I feel like Shin Ortho is just a better version of him. I think Shin Ortho is better than G91. Like he's just such. He has so much attack power. Like at low levels,
Yeah,
he's just
he's
ridiculous.
yeah, he's definitely one of the hardest hitting units ever.
Like I almost want to put him in the takeoff tier, but I feel like he is
Uh,
manageable. Like
Takeoff tier is only for like the units that are just despised by all.
yeah, Shin Ortho's like, and Bagon's rough. Like these are kind of like the chibis and dabs. I feel like of the time where they're like, okay, they are annoying, but then we have these horrible, horribly balanced guys
Yeah,
in the takeoff tier, and it's
like
for.
with
Oh, go ahead.
um, Shin Ortho and Bagan, you can get around them with like stuns and stuff like that, but with the other guys, it's like, what the hell do you do?
Yeah, like oh, let me. They're like use Shinden or Swarms, and it's like oh, let me summon Bagon next to any of these takeoff tier guys, and you're good.
Yeah.
There's a new strat coming around, and I won't move too many guys. Like I might put Varen down a little bit. No, I'll keep him the same. But with the cocoon, people will place him. Like I'll put Varen behind someone. They'll put the cocoon where he's landing, and completely
Oh.
ruin that strat. Like Dimension Tide. Oh, you're bringing the cocoon too. The cocoon is just this wall, and
I would honestly say Cocoon is probably the most annoying unit in the game. You're guaranteed getting Mothra out, and you're retargeting all of the enemy units.
yeah, I can't wait to. I'm gonna play more, but I have a feeling it's definitely S tier or above. Same with
Uh,
Ultima. Ultima is like that. It's just dab on crack. Like it's just.
yeah, I would put them both in takeoff tier personally. They've just been annoying me the whole time.
Yeah, and then Taba is like S tier. I feel like because it does so much damage.
Just a better trains.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna have to keep playing. We're gonna have to keep playing and see how these guys do. But yeah, this season is
That
like.
make
It's not like Tokyo Goat where they're immediately like, okay, these guys are broken beyond belief. But
yeah.
they are, I think they might be upper S, lower takeoff. We'll have to see.
And I think now that I think about it, I feel like Shin Godzilla himself may get like a stun resistant buff because in the film, the operation they didn't really affect him. So I don't know if he'll get buffed or anything because this is you know, the the 4-star trains. It's pretty much what it is. Stun stuff. So I don't know if you get like a stun resistant buff.
Oh, don't say that. Well, we already got Mothra.
Yeah. I mean, I won't complain of OG Shin buff. So
Oh yeah, an OG Shin buff would be awesome. I thought you meant Shin Ortho. I'm like, if Shin Ortho had stun
No.
resistance, he'd be just,
Oh no.
he'd be in takeoff tier. He'd be above Scar King probably. Scar King's like, oh, I can't stun anybody anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, he just quit his job.
Yeah. Man, so yeah, this meta is just it's been like I feel like if you see well, I gotta share my screen with you real quick. Let me do that
Oh,
real
sure.
fast. So I'm gonna share with you the tier list. I feel like these units make sure everything's alright, yep. These units in the top, and then like these two are like on every team it feels like. Maybe Gamera and Giron. Like you'll get one of these guys every battle it feels like. And if you don't
Yeah.
have these guys, like maybe like this just solid upper S and these guys, you're gonna most likely lose. These guys are just way
Yeah.
better than the rest.
Yeah, they have a clear edge above everyone.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's like we have when I'm playing in the late 60s, maybe like 60 plus, and then you get in the 66 plus, you see like only 10% of the meta, 10% of these units being used. Like
Yeah.
in the old videos, because this past few months, I've been watching old Sir Melee videos, Spencezilla, BB and they're using like Kamacuras, Hedora, like in 2022, early 2023. I'm like,
Yeah,
there's a lot of unique teams going on here. And then
Yeah.
you go to now, and it's just like, oh god, they're all the
Just
same.
same things every day.
I'd say it looks like at Kumo Augment, because you're an older player, so you were telling me this earlier actually. Kumo Augment, it seems where like it started, like things started going downhill a little bit.
Yeah, it started to go downhill, but Toho kind of redeemed themselves because right after they not only nerfed Kumo, but they added M19 and Monster Zero with stun resistance to counter them.
Oh, right on. Right on. And then you were saying something like -1 in Shinden. Shinden was pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, because during the -1 season, back then stats were kind of not low, but like they were still okay. And -1 just appearing out of the water with extremely high DPS, and then Shinden just retargeting everything. It just kind of screwed everything over.
Yeah, Earth got destroyed, and then Destroya was. I think Destroya was pretty good during that time, right?
Yeah, it was when it was at like his peak.
Yeah, now he's like mid A, probably top of B in some tier lists.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then Chibis came out, and everything changed. Like 75 range became the standard. Dude, I didn't think Evolved was OP. Like I looked at his stats, I'm like, okay, he's pretty good, but he gets stun locked easily. Well, they nerfed Chibis, and Evolved was let off the chain. A lot of units were.
So many people were like, "Nah, Beast of Kong is better than Evolved. This bloody thing just kills everything in 2 shots."
Oh yeah, Beast Kong was awesome, and then Shinden or not Shinden, Scar King. Scar King was excellent with the Chibis. They're like, oh, this counters the Chibis. I'm like, no, I'm using him with the Chibis.
Yeah.
He just pulled them in, gave him an attack boost, and then whatever came in was stun locked, like until death. It was ridiculous. So
Then
yeah,
the Desgador buff came along with the Flying Gamera, and that was when it was actually a fun time in the meta because it would counter to stuff. But nowadays it's just like they're not used anymore.
yeah, Desgadora was pretty good until I'd say the Scar King buff. Scar King destroyed like all Ghidorahs. Like I had a Ghidorah team, he just ropes them in, and Ghidorahs don't have the most HP because they're aerial, but they have good damage and range. Not anymore with Scar King and Rio.
The only Ghidorah that can somewhat fight back is Ride King Ghidorah, but if Scar King has backup, he's not doing anything.
Yeah, seriously. Like Go and Rio, if you have them, then use like Void or Scar King. It's like there's not much you can do. All these units on this list can't do anything. Like maybe Fukuroka,
Yes.
they only stall.
Yeah, it's so disappointing.
Man, it really is. And then what was it? Oh, another point. I was playing Lianne's deck last night a lot, and I was telling you this earlier. I was noticing how dominant Rio still is. Like I saw the nerf, and I was like, okay, Super Saiyan for 25 seconds now, but it's like 25 seconds is a long time in Godzilla battle line. Like 25,
Yeah,
even 10 seconds can cost you a game.
I was tempted to make a video saying the Rio nerf was a joke because the HP decrease was like nothing, and while the time decrease was good, they still didn't fix the bug where even if he's out of charge, he can still beam you.
Yeah, like he'll be at 0, but if he notices somebody during like that 0.001 like seconds left, I mean his damage and range is ridiculous. Like if I was gonna nerf him, I would probably reduce his range by like, it shouldn't have been above 100. Like it just completely made G21 or G19, whatever he is, completely obsolete. Like where is he now? He's A tier.
G21 can still kill faster, but what does that matter when thingy Rio has double the range?
I think he literally does have double the range. Yeah, he went from S tier, like he was a great unit. Chibis were nerfed, and he was all around. And then like, what was it 3 weeks later, maybe a month, and Rio comes out and he just
it was a month. Yeah,
like literally people were like, oh, he's B tier now. I'm like, bro. Like, that's not how it works. Like he's outclassed, but he's still really good. But Rio is just, that's how much of an effect he had. I think
it's exactly double the range as well.
I think like Kumo and Chibis, it sounds like from what I've heard and researched, Kumo was pretty bad. But that was like 3 weeks before they nerfed him, right? Or like a month?
I think Kuma had to be nerfed 3 times.
3 times? Was he still broken after the first time?
Yeah, he was still broken after the first 2 times because it was like a HP and then a cost increase. And then on the final one, they decreased his range and slowed his attack speed, and then he was done for.
Yeah, Sun units are done for when you decrease their attack speed. Like Chibis, think he has like a 3.3 second attack speed, and it's just like, oh my gosh, Mecha Godzilla, please attack!
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to stop a King Caesar, and he just stares at it. He's like, hey, how's it going? Gets hit half the
Just
time.
running at me.
Like even if I place him way before, he gets hit half the time. So.
Yeah.
And I think Chibi started a trend, and I don't know if maybe Kumo also had this, where it was a unit that does everything, that has like everything for it. Like it has a long paragraph or essay written about what it does.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, did Kumo have that? A long like introduction or something?
No, the introduction started when I think the Chibis came out.
Okay.
Could
Probably
be wrong, I'm not sure.
Probably had to, because Chibi's so complicated.
Yeah.
So
I'll take a look actually.
yeah, so Chibi's, I'm gonna say they started it with just doing so much for 4 costs, and then Scar King got that buff. Now he's doing so much and more. Like he's attack buffing everyone. He's pulling people in. He's like a little Dimension Tide. He's stunning. He's got good HP. He has decent attack. And then you got Rio, which is like an all-in-one DPS sniper tank. I don't know if he does tank anymore. And then when he's done, he becomes a better G89, which is still like, if he gets close to you, you're going to take a lot of damage.
Like the last thing we need is a unit with long range, super long range, and AoE.
Oh my gosh. And then Void, he is the AoE. He covers the whole field. Void just resets everything. Like, that's just way too much. Like, when he came out, nobody had 17 levels in him. Maybe, like, a few people. But those people probably kept it a secret.
Yeah, the only time we would know that he would kill everything was in fair matches.
Yeah. I think, yeah, because everything's level 20. Yeah, he's always been, like, speculated to be super good. But now it's, like, everyone's using him. It's ridiculous. And then you got Spammera.
Yeah.
He's a tank. He's a damage dealer. He's a Desghidorah. He's a Mega Rainbow Mothra. He does everything as well. Like the takeoff tier, these guys just do everything, and they shouldn't. You know, characters should only have like 1 to 2 roles. You know.
It's like, oh, what the hell, Toho? What is this kind of gear?
Yeah, seriously, it's like, oh, this guy's now basically. I don't want to say he's a better Rio, because Rio has the better damage with the constant thing.
He has the better store potential.
Yeah, because like if you Go has the potential to last the whole game. Like if you can keep Go alive, your opponent's not. If he survives that first push to kill him, you basically win. Like he's super good, and he's good throughout the match. Yeah, 40 seconds was Rio, but for that 40 seconds, Rio is probably gonna be the best character in Godzilla Battle Line history. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
stupid. I mean, there's a few units that can fight him while he's still in that state, but he's still got the point.
Yeah, I mean, you can Dimension Tide Varen, but there's like little things you can do to stop that. You know, you got Scar King pulling him, pulling whoever. You know, there's a lot of counter. What is it? Counterplay. That's the word. To his counters.
Also, Armor Mothra has been pretty dominant this season as well.
Oh, I haven't seen a lot of them. It's funny how like everyone can be playing and they'll have like different matches. Like some people will be like, "Oh, I still see Spammera." I'm like, "Oh, I'm seeing Rio." Yeah. Armored Mothra, I think he's like really really good, but I wouldn't say he's balanced, but he's definitely manageable.
Yeah, he's manageable, but it's really annoying where he's attacking a unit of yours and it's like, please don't get the crit buff. And he gets the crit buff the last second he attacks.
Oh my god.
And he just like one-shots your units.
Well, he can't be... Can he be slowed?
Yeah, he can be slowed.
Okay, so that's like the only weakness he has now. What I did initially when I saw Armored Mothra is I threw this Mothra 2019 out. I'm like, well, I'm going to hit him a few times. He's slowed. And then he dies and I get 2 energy back. So it's like... That's the way I handle Armored Mothra. Maybe Shinden. -1 can do okay if he has help. But Armored Mothra is pretty strong and very reliable.
I've noticed Ride Goji, the original critical guy, he actually kind of beats Armored Mothra in a 1v1. So you can do a trade-off for 6 energy and Ride Goji has enough health to like do some good damage on someone else. But he's not very viable right now.
Oh, Ride Goji?
Yep.
Yeah, Ashman was sending me some stats of his, and he was like, I don't think he's very good. And I'm looking at him for 6 costs. I'm like, this thing almost has 7,000 HP. And his stomp's doing over 2k. I'm like, so I might actually move him up a little bit. I wish Mecha Godzilla was better. Like, his stats look good, but when he's out there, actually, you're playing him, he just does not do well. Like,
Yeah, the units that he transforms into, they have to be close, but you want Mechagodzilla to be far away.
yeah, I'm gonna move Ride quite a bit. I'm gonna put him maybe like.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I underestimate. I'll put him like. I think Wakasa Bay Biolante is underrated, but yeah. But as I was passing Mecha Godzilla, whenever I fight someone, I'm like, oh shoot, they got G91 coming towards me. Oh shoot, they got this tough unit coming at me. Then it transforms, and I'm like, yes. I'm like, it's Mecha Godzilla. I'm gonna win. Might put him down a little bit.
Yeah, he's not done so well so far.
I was using him at the beginning of this year and part of last year, and oh, it's just so funny when he transforms. The sigh of relief I get. I'm like, oh, good, it's a bad character.
Like, I once saw level 30 G91, and I was like, oh, I'm screwed. I hit him with like a BG alt attack, and he just transforms. Like, thank God, man.
Oh, you give him a little, you just tickle him a little bit, and he transforms. They should make it where he hits half his HP, and then he transforms. So. That's
or like he just stays in Mechagodzilla mode forever.
Yeah.
Because I find that because he's meant to be a long-range unit, and the units he transforms into have to get close, so it's kind of counterintuitive when he transforms. So
that is true. And then when he turns into G89, that's like level 20. That's why, like, if you could choose what he transforms into, I'd probably put him in like mid upper A, maybe upper A. Because
could be good.
Yeah, rocking G91, G21's good. Does he turn into he doesn't turn into evolved.
No, he doesn't turn into like the yeah, he doesn't turn into that.
Yeah.
Much if you get Super Godzilla and he was level 40.
Oh my god, dude. That's another guy that's like, he pops out occasionally. He only works when you have like him at like level 20 plus, 25 plus with good cards. Because he's unkillable. Like, if you're running a Mothra leader or have burning, like any effect on him that stacks damage, he's just infinite healing.
I got him to a level 6 recently, and he's just about performing better than like Kaiser Ghidorah at level 17.
Oh my, these new units are ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
I'd say like these, maybe not Giron. I'll put Giron. Giron needs a lot of help to be a really top-S character. But
the thing is with units like Super Godzilla and Bagan, you kind of have to earn it because you have to bring your way to them being good.
Yeah, especially Bagan not having like, well, there's the Legion card now that powers up 6 costs. They've been doing a lot of 6 cost cards lately, so. And I've been seeing teams that beat me, and they have less wins, but they spend a lot more. Their entire team is of 6 costs with like Dimension Tide and Psychic Chorus. And I'm like, shoot.
Oh.
I'm like, this is like a new team I'm seeing that's kicking butt. Just all 6 costs. So they got Scar King, this Shin Ortho, Bagon, who else? -1, Fukuroka. Some 7 costs, but like SMG. So 6 costs are on the rise again.
Yep.
So these are all just great units. And then we were just talking about this earlier, how like Giron's not good unless you have cards, really. Battle Memories. What do you think of their introduction into the game?
Can they be removed already? Like, jeez.
Can we have like a toggle and ranked match where we turn them on and off?
Like, just remove every card except for the Burning Godzilla cards. Then we're fine.
I'd say remove anything that has HP and attack at the same time increase, and energy cards. Those are like the 2 ones that just ruin everything. Like before you could have a niche, be like, okay, I'm gonna have a super high attack on this guy. Now it's like, oh, all my guys are buff as hell.
At first I thought it would be based on like when the unit was like released in terms of its movie, but now it's just whatever the game decides it to be.
Yeah, there's that Godzilla anime card, and it's like now featuring every Gamera and another Gamera. That card's stupid.
Like it can be it can be about a Godzilla character, and then they just buff the Gamera units.
Oh my gosh. The energy cards too, so stupid. Oh, it hurts.
Yeah.
I got two Final Wars cards like in the fall. Like probably no, like when they came out, I got like one, and then I got a second one like right after. And after
Oh,
I guess a year, I finally got an additional one. So I'm almost to 5 stars Final Wars energy card.
I think I got the Final Wars card the moment it was released, but I never used it. And then I got the second one last season.
Oh, dude, it was busted. I had like level 10s to 15s, maybe even like a level 8 in my party during the summer. Because that's when I started sticking around 66 plus, and you could kind of use like a whole bunch of people. You could use like anyone A tier and up and do pretty well. Well,
Yep.
I had the Final Wars card, and I was kicking everyone's ass. Excuse my language. Like I was like, oh, I beat Sir Melee. I beat this guy with double my levels, literally. Because the Final Wars card
Yeah.
was so good. It was like a cheat code.
And then combine that with like the Valentine's Day card, you get even more energy.
Yeah, if you are fighting someone, like I have it. I have the 4-star Final Wars and the Valentine, so I do pretty well against most people. But if you have like,
Mhm.
if you don't have that, you're losing to me, which sucks. It really does.
The ultimate humiliation.
And then the Valentine's card. So I love Ghidorah characters. They're my favorite. I like the villains. But the Godzilla cards, like, okay, there's no good Ghidorah cards really, besides ones that increase attack by a lot, but that's it. So now I'm forced to use, like, the cards forced you to use Godzillas or certain characters, you know?
Yeah.
Some card.
Like there's only two cards like buff Ghidorahs or like specific ones because during the time Ride King Ghidorah was like top of the meta, I really wanted the King Ghidorah card and the Rodan card. I have the Rodan one, but I could never get the King Ghidorah card.
Yeah, I wish you could, like, choose, or like 2,000 gems, you get like a copy of a card, you know? That'd be so good, because then everybody could just build their team. I mean, they wouldn't make as much money, maybe, but like, you need 4 copies, so each one's 8,000 gems.
And also that way I wouldn't have two of the same cards when I already have a maxed version of it.
Oh, what card was it? Was that the burning one
the
you got?
Yes, I have two Godzilla vs. Destroyer cards.
That one was good, actually, when it first came out. Now it's hot garbage.
Yeah, that's not garbage because my burnings have over 5,000 health despite being like low leveled.
I think it's like HP 13% or something, or what is it at 5 stars? Because mine's at 4.
Yeah, 13% at max.
Yeah, which, yeah, I guess it's not garbage, but it's like, definitely isn't high tier anymore.
Hmm. And the Burning Godzilla card at base rank has 13% damage.
Oh my gosh. Dude, the power creep is just so real in this game. It's like, it's ridiculous. You know, you either
Yeah.
get like these lackluster buffs for like long-awaited characters like GMK, or you get like a Scar King goat buff where you're just like, what the hell were you thinking? These guys were already good.
We just cannot question Toe's mindset. And on top of that, they're not even adding units for us, they're adding units based on what their staff wants.
I think that's how it's working, yeah.
Yeah, because like I explained this earlier before, BG Alt, he wasn't even added because we were begging for him. He was added because I don't know what exactly it was. I think it was to someone that did art, or it was just some sort of producer or something. They liked Burning Godzilla, so they added a version for him.
Yeah, and there's like a comedian with a t-shirt or something. You're talking about that
Yeah.
stream?
And like many times said before, Rio was nerfed because a staff member or someone on the stomach got annoyed at him on in a ranked battle.
I should put my application in. I don't like these
Just get
guys.
annoyed at everything.
I really like Mecha King Ghidorah. Just give him like 100 range. And make him fly really fast.
Just give him like thingy. Just give him a critical boost every attack. He has 140 reach.
Stuns every attack. His attack speed increases the more he attacks. I think that's how it used to be.
Yeah.
Which is actually a cool function. Like, is there a
Oh,
character
yeah.
like that where like the more of it attacks, the faster it goes?
I don't think so. I think that was a bug for Mecha King Ghidorah, but nowadays he actually gets slower the more he attacks.
Oh my god. I kind of noticed that too. Maybe
Yeah,
Su-
because he like freezes, but that's his animation glitching out. Because what they did was not good.
Yeah, he was like solid for 10 minutes. I think for like a couple seasons against Chibi's. Then Chibi's got nerfed, and I'm like, okay. And then Scar King got buffed, which Mecha King Ghidorah can do okay against, but his stats
Yeah.
are so power crept. Like in like, what was it?
Like,
There was a huge power creep in like December or January or something. And it's
I
been
can't remember. I mean, his stats were buffed during the flying camera season, but his stats just couldn't keep up with what was coming.
exactly, yep. And before that, he had like 3,000 HP at like level 20 something at 7 cost. Horrible.
Yeah.
I think he was like in C tier for a very long time on Melee's tier list.
I wouldn't put him there. He's still usable, but you have to be
Oh.
very situational.
No, back then.
Oh yeah, back then.
Well, we could probably go through this a little bit. If I had to place him now, like I don't even bother with him anymore. Like I'd probably put Gigan up a little bit with cards. He's good. You got to use him like smart. You can't just toss him out anymore.
Yeah. At level 22, he doesn't even have 1,000 damage.
Who does? Wait, what was that?
Mecha King Ghidorah. He doesn't even have 1,000 damage at level 22.
Oh my gosh. I think that's what mine is 22 or 23. Yeah, he's just I think Storm Ghidorah actually has better stats than him, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Like I was checking those. I have one ultimate expedition left, so I can see all the max stats. It's real nice.
I think the Storm Ghidorah is the only MonsterVerse unit that got. Well, actually, not really. Besides the GXK units, every other MonsterVerse unit that got buffed was viable. Like we were fine with it.
Yeah.
Because the MonsterVerse units are so like busted in terms of stats.
Yeah, they're beefy. Like you could definitely tell this Beast Kong right here. He ate like at least a dozen eggs every morning. Dragon eggs or something. I mean,
Yeah.
if you see a gold one, like I might move. Well, he's pretty good here, but if you see a gold, he's kind of like that situation where you got to level him up to really see his like how good he is nowadays because it's power creep. But that pounce and that punch do so much damage. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. He screws everything over.
Like nowadays with Chibis, mine are boosted from the Valentine's card. He pounced us, they're dead in one hit. I had a guy with a Shin with like the new 6-cost Tamadachi card. It's like that weird art one. He one hit my Chibis with a Shin special. I was like, that's nice. That's fantastic.
Oh, nice.
Mine are level 18. I guess that's not good enough. All right, Chibis, you're going down a little bit.
Yeah, the Chibis get like one-shotted or two-shotted.
Like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put them. I like it more than Gigan because they still have the revive, but their HP is like it got nerfed, so it's not that good anymore.
Yeah. Gigan needs backup because he's just gonna die by himself.
Yeah, he has like without boost, he doesn't even have 3,000 HP and like 22 or something. His HP is horrible.
I can check. Yeah, not even 3,000 health.
Oh my gosh. So I guess we're gonna move the tier list. We could just do a tier list video. Maybe at the start of the video, I'll be like, fast forward to here for the tier list.
Yeah,
because
could do that.
I mean, it's alright. I'm not gonna play much this season. I got a lot to do.
I'm just not gonna play much because I'm sick of it already.
Yeah, let's just get this tier list over with. All right, guys. Boo!